ancestors built a 700-foot wall of ice to keep out snowy savages. What does it keep out? Yeah.
I don't know what you call it. I can be giving no fuck. I can say whatever I want. I do whatever I want. I'm Canada, I'm looking for fun. It's up popping, you purchase for fun. I don't know who got a gun.
Hear ye. Usual suspect perspective is in the building. First of his name. You understand me, man? House of the Dragon recap. The odd fella. The hard hitter. You understand me? This is Usual Suspect Reviews, man. House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 3. The Burning Meal is too late. There's been a mistake. We back, man. What it do, Art?
Behold, Oddfella first of his name, the almighty unified, the unrivaled foreign correspondent, the Lord of the Golden Horseshoe, the master of drip of House Usual Suspects. You know what I mean? Salute. You know what I mean? 503, Mr. Texas Drip. Salute to the chat. Macadocious, Mac of the South, Queen 71, salute. Y'all know what it is. Hot D recast. You know what I mean? With my guy 503. And I am the odd fella, as you heard, you know what I mean? Ready to do this, ready to cook on this House of the Dragon.
Yes, sir. Episode 3. My bad, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a disclaimer out there, man. Listen, man, this is from a Usual Suspect perspective. Okay, so we coming a little bit different than your normal, Game of the Thrones podcast or any other YouTubers out there doing their thing. No disrespect to them. I watch, I study, I do my research, you know what I'm saying? We're a little bit more prepared today. I hope y'all like the new intro. I hope y'all like the artwork me and my brother put together. We got a bunch of images. I'm gonna try to throw some clips up on the screen for y'all as well, man. But we gonna get right into it, man. I'm gonna pass to you first, or I'm gonna let you do the honors, man. The Burning Meal. What was your overall thoughts on this episode? How did you feel about it? What was your take? You know what I'm saying, on this episode overall before we get into it?
Yeah, overall it was a pretty good episode. I don't think it hit as hard as the last episode, episode 2, Rhaenyra the Cruel. But
yeah,
this one was I think a good precursor to the war that I believe is about to be shown in episode 4. So overall, I think it was a pretty dope episode. There was some more revelations that we got to learn about different characters. We got to see a castle in a part of the region that or more in depth that we rarely get to see in Harrenhall. You know what I mean? We got to see one of the most probably villainous characters in the House of the Dragons. For the first time, I seen the man scared. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of revelations in this episode. It wasn't, like I said, it was kind of anticlimactic coming off of episode 2, but we got to understand that it's still developing and it's in development for this now the real dance of the dragons.
Yeah. Okay, man. So we start the episode off with the Riverlands. And this is a very, very important geographical location for House of the Dragon, even for Game of Thrones. Every every army, every king, in the realm wants to have the Riverland secure because it's a great spot to do battle, and if you secure that area, you're most likely able to win the battle with your army. If you have a great army and whatnot, you have good soldiers, good swordsmen, and stuff like that. So we start the episode off with the Blackwoods and the Brackens. And they've been beefing for years. This is like some blood and crip.
Exactly. It's blood and crip.
This like some GD BD type beef. They just been beefing for years, and at this point, they just don't even know why they beefing. But the Blackwoods have sided with Team Black, which is Rhaenyra's council, and the Brackens have sided with Aegon the Greens, and they don't like each other, and this gives them more reason not to like each other. And you see the Blackwoods, they don't like these guys on their fucking land fucking with their shit, and a mini war gets started, you know what I'm saying? And we see blood has already been shed. It kind of skipped past the war, but we see the after effect, and it's a bunch of bodies in the river, you know what I'm saying, in the grass, and you see the burning mill in the background. How did you feel about the opening scene, bro, with the Blackwoods and the Brackens and stuff like that?
I liked it, you know what I mean? Introducing once again some new characters and houses that are rarely talked about. Now, we've seen House Blackwood and House Bracken this beef earlier on in actually season 1. I forget which episode, but in season 1, we seen House Bracken and House Blackwood beef at Rhaenyra's courtship, when I believe she was trying to figure out which knight that she would want to introduce to the King's Guard or promote to the King's Guard. And they got to beefing, got to talking shit to each other, and next thing you know, one of the Brackens got the Bracken got laid down by the young Blackwood. You know what I mean? So that was this beef has been everlasting. Now we get into this episode where they beefing over land, where the cattle's been grazing and shit like that. And yeah, but the thing is that what's important about this scene right here, between the beef between the Blackwoods and the Brackens is foreshadowing 503. This is foreshadowing of what's to come between Team Black and Team Green. You know what I mean? The new war, the new blood and Crip feud. You know what I mean? In a sense, it's gonna be there's gonna be so much bloodshed and so much atrocities going back and forth. They're not gonna remember where it started. Just like these two houses, they don't even remember the original beef. But it's been going on and on and on. So now we see, I think this is foreshadowing to see what Team Black and Team Green are about to indulge in and get into.
Right. Salute to my boy KG, Queen 71 Macadacious Mac. She say it wasn't that little boy, was it?
Yes, it was. The little boy was young Blackwood. You know what I mean, laid that Bracken down.
Yeah. Facts, man. And he got some brownie points, you know what I'm saying, from Rhaenyra when that happened. You know what I'm saying? She took a liking to the Blackwoods, and I think this is gonna help her in the war when they do get to the Riverlands and into Red Rook and all that good stuff. So it's a lot of cliffhangers, or quote unquote, they're building up these storylines to explode, and we get to see what's gonna really happen in the Dance of the Dragon. And also, man, I like the fact that HBO is making the emphasis on Harrenhall and the Riverlands and stuff like that. They just not focusing on, like, the dragons, and everybody want to see the dragons and shit like that. Man, we gonna get to that. Trust me, it's gonna be plenty of dragon fights. For more episodes and more seasons to come, man. You know what I'm saying? They gave us a little sample of the dragon fights, even in this episode, you know what I'm saying, and even in episode 10 of season 1, where we seen Vagar, swallow Luke up, you know what I'm saying? So, we definitely gonna get to that. But the following scene, man, we see on Dragonstone, you know what I'm saying? You got the twins being buried, man. From last week's episode, it was a very, very gruesome scene to see the brothers go at it. And this is just, a ski taste of the blood that's gonna be shed, and we seen it with the Battle of the Mill, you know what I'm saying, with the Blackwoods and Brackens, but we really didn't get to see a battle in that scene. We got to see the Sir Eric and Sir Eric, you know what I'm saying, go at it.
We didn't see the battle, but we did see the aftermath.
Right. We didn't see the battle, but we seen the aftermath, and I'm not gonna lie, man. This watching this, bro. It kind of made me feel. It made me feel bad for the twins, because they were so fucking loyal, bro. And you seen two brothers being separated, by their oaths, man, to the kings and queens, man. And salute to Rhaenys, man. Salute to motherfucking Rhaenys, man. She has been holding down Rhaenyra like no other, bro. OG Auntie is that's her new name, OG Auntie, man. Sure. And she said some shit to Rhaenyra, like, man, like, we finna start this war, and we don't even really know, like, what we beefing for. Like, people ain't gonna even much remember. Like, was it when Aemon killed Luke, or was it when Luke poked out Aemon's eye, or when they stole the throne from you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like seeing these bodies getting dropped, man, and seeing, Jaehaerys getting killed, the baby. You know what I'm saying? Rhaenys is trying to put that in Rhaenyra's ear, like, man, we can try to stop this shit. Maybe Alicent Hightower could be the key to stopping this, because this don't even look like the Hightowers had they hand in this. And she right, bro. And she right. How did you feel about that scene at Dragonstone, man, with Allison being brought up, Rhaenys trying to be the negotiator of peace around this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? How you feel about this shit, bro?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, Rhaenys is the OG auntie of the shit, the queen that never was.
Facts.
I like how her character, or her um uh, emotions, or the way she moves towards Rhaenyra is different in season 2. It's almost like she was kind of jealous in season 1 that Rhaenyra was actually the heir apparent. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
houses bended their knee and swore they fealty to Rhaenyra if she became queen. So, but now the energy's different, coming from OG Auntie OG and yeah, she says she told Rhaenyra straight up and down, like, yo, this ain't the work of no Otto or no Alicent. You know what I mean? They don't they don't move like that. The, you might want to try to go talk to your old girl. You know what I mean, because she might be open ears to that. You know what I mean, so I like how she acting as real good counsel, acting as the de facto hand of the queen in Damon's absence. You know what I mean? In Damon's absence. So yeah, flowers to Rhaenys.
Queen 71 says, I wonder what the lifespan of a dragon is. Ooh, man, them dragons can live for a long time, man. They can get up in age to like what, 100, 200 years old or some shit like that, or
I believe so. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
at least double the lifespan, but they do get old to the point where they can't fly, or they have trouble landing if they too heavy.
right, because Balerion the Black Dread was Viserys, his old dragon, and Balerion the Black Dread was like the OG of dragons from Valerian. Like, that's the dragon that Aegon the Conqueror rode to Westeros and caused a bunch of fucking havoc. And Viserys, I think, only rode him like once or twice, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that.
Yeah, and the book says that he got so big and so heavy and was so lazy that, you know what I'm saying, he really didn't want to fly like that. You know what I'm saying? If Viserys wasn't no Targaryen that really caused a lot of chaos, like, his brother and his ancestors and stuff like that. So yeah, man, these dragons can go for a minute, and you still like, and that's why I'm always talk about it. You still got Vhagar out there. You still got the Red Queen out there. You know what I'm saying? Meleys. You know what I'm saying? You got Caraxes. You know what I'm saying? These are some OG dragons. That's why they name ring bells in the House of the Dragon realm when we talking about it. But my favorite OG dragon right now is, of course, Vhagar. And I'm guessing that's why all fella got me on the side of the greens. But it's cool. I take that. I take that. Let's see who else we got up in the chat. Queen says, I hate Cole for putting those brothers against each other. She also says, I wish she would have burned them all down at the coronation when she had the chance. But like she said, it wasn't her to start the war. She said, "Did you read the book 503?" Nah, I did not read the book. But like I say, I've been doing a lot of research on YouTube, looking at a lot of different videos, looking at stuff on Instagram, man. So like I say, I'm not as knowledgeable as our fella on certain things. So he helped me out with some of the things on the show. But you know, I definitely know what I'm looking at when I'm seeing it. And we get into the next clip. Speaking of Sir Christian Cole, aka Sir Fuckboy. He has to be probably one of the most hated Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon characters ever to be presented to TV. I mean, I don't know nobody that like this dude. And I watch a bunch of different content on House of the Dragon. I listen to stuff on Spotify. I'm listening around, man. Don't nobody like this dude. You know what I'm saying? He is one of the most hated guys in this fucking show. So we see Sir Christian Cole, first day on the job, first day as the hand, and he's got a lot of, I want to say, anxiety. He's trying to get himself together. He's zoned the fuck out in his new quarters. They moved him to Otto Hightower's old chambers. And you know the my man's came up in I want to say he's like a butler or a maid for the Red Keep or something like that. One of the assistants or something. He came up in there and was saying like, "Hey man, they ready for you, man." And he he looked it like he was shocked. You know what I'm saying? He really wasn't ready to accept his role as hand of the king. And it was a lot to digest in this scene, because if you ask me, based off what I've seen, Sir Christian Cole is ready to get the fuck out of there. And it almost cost him his life in um what's that guy's name? Dwayne Hightower's Alicent's brother's life, and his King's Guard's life. Go ahead.
I mean, fuck Gawain Hightower. He might be more of a fuck boy than Christian Cole. You know what I mean?
Oh man. Oh man. God damn. He
But
might be, bro. Go ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead, bro.
it was interesting to see Christian and the pressures. You see the pressures now he's going through with his new role. You know what I mean? We see him with the new drip. They got him some new armor. He looking like a brand new man, new haircut and whatnot. But what we did see is that when he did step in the council, albeit it was late, and I think he got called out on it. He came together. You know what I mean? He wasn't out to lunch or unprepared for the job at hand. He came together, and we see that if it wasn't for his experience in the field, in the actual field, yeah, him and Gawain Hightower would have been dead, would have been burnt up.
What really struck me in that scene when they went to the council is the fact that they listened to him. They listened to this fuck boy. Now I don't like, bro. I don't know how many more mistakes he is gonna be able to get away with during this show. But you got one of your best knights killed. Okay. And let me point something out too that we bypass, and I gotta bring this back up. It has been some new additions to the Knights Guard, right? Aegon Aegon, now as Christian Cole is coming out his room and shit, he noticing all these new faces around this motherfucker. Yeah, and he got these dudes, they sitting down on the steps. You know what I'm saying? They not in position. And he just looking like, you don't see me standing right here, bro. Like, I'm your boss. I'm the commander, nigga. I'm the head nigga in charge. And you know, the dude stand up and he looking and he like, man, bro, what the fuck did I get myself into, man? You know what I'm saying? Because now Aegon is making all these decisions, and you gotta be his hand, and you also gotta be the knight's commander. So you got two jobs that you juggling, bro. You know what I'm saying? So now the Green Councils is even in more disarray, right? Because Aegon is making these decisions, and obviously you can see, bro, that the I'm gonna just keep it a stack, and y'all can say I'm biased, but that Knight's Commander watch shit ain't been the same since Damon left King's Landing. Let's just keep it a stack. The gold cloaks got them niggas in the chokehold. The gold cloaks is way better than the white cloaks, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they walk around with these white cloaks and they want to act like they all high, mighty, and pure, and you know, they making jokes about they vows to chastity, and you're not supposed to be, you know, having sex and doing all this stuff, bro. But all these dudes in King's Landing, bro, they not living up to their oaths in their vows. All they not doing it, bro.
Not even, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
The little baby get a royal baby get his head chopped off, and the nigga almost left out the gates with that shit too.
Facts. That would have never happened. That would have never happened if Damon was in King's Landing, bro. We could say what we want to say about Damon. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could say I'm biased or whatever the case may be. Y'all know Damon Targaryen is my favorite character in the show. We're gonna get to DT in a minute. But we get to this meeting, and everybody is disagreeing with each other. Alicent want Christian Cole to build up an army before he goes to the Riverlands. Christian Cole want to use speed as his ally. You know what I'm saying? Aemon want to motherfucking take Vhagar and go with Christian Cole. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Aegon, he want to go out and get on Sunfire and fuck some shit up. You know what I'm saying? So really the Green Council ain't on point, because ain't nobody agreeing with one another. You know what I'm saying? The Citadel guy, he's not. He talking about sending a letter to Lord Tully and a Raven and all this old shit. Like, everybody got all these stupid ass ideas, bro. When they already are beat. Okay? Because Damon, and this is why he's my nigga, he's already left for the Riverlands in the last episode, bro. He's gone. He hopped on the Bloodworm, Caraxes, and got the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still talking about this shit. He gone. You know what I'm saying? And Christian Cole threw a little jab out of Alicent's. Well, we just can't sit in our castles and wait for water to come to us. You know what I'm saying? So tell me, bro, what you thought about all the shade and the disarray and the dysfunction that was going on in their council meeting? Because they all over the fucking place. The Greens is just everywhere, bro. And ain't nobody listening to Alicent.
Queen 71 said it in the chat. They need Otto back.
They need to bring your boy back quick, huh?
Yeah, they need to bring my boy back, and Mr. Sir Otto Hightower back. You know what I mean? Because council meetings wasn't like that when he was around. You know what I mean? And we saw what type of strategy he brought to the table on episode 2 throughout the both seasons. You know what I mean? Master strategists. Now Team Green is just all over the place. not to say that all of their ideals and strategies are garbage and nothing like that, but they just all over the place with it, where Otto was kind of like that team captain, you know what I mean, that kept the team together. So we'll see where it goes, you know what I mean. It seems that at least a third of them are on agreement that they need to settle and do something about the Riverlands, whether it's Amon, whether it's Christian Cole, or whether it's the Maester talking about Senator Raven over the Tully, who's like kind of like the boss of the Riverlands, that so they can round up some troops, round up some men to get this war popping. But unfortunately, your boy Damon, I'm gonna let you hit that, you know what I mean, start that shit off when you talk about Damon, but it's not looking too good for him. You saying that Team Green already done lost the war because Damon got Harrenhall, you know what I mean, and somewhat secured the Riverlands, but that might be to his demise. I'll get into that later though.
Yeah. I'm not. Let me reassure you what I said. I'm saying that he's already in a better position than the Greens, simply because he's already at Harrenhall. But even though when he gets to the motherfucker, it's not what he expected. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about that within itself, because that's a whole segment within itself. But you know, one thing about the blacks that I like, bro, is that Rhaenyra and Rhaenys and Damon, they might not always agree with one another, but they listen to one another, bro. They listen. Rhaenys, when she tells Rhaenyra something, bro, she listens. When Damon talk, bro, Rhaenyra listen. You know what I'm saying? When Rhaenyra talk, everybody listens. Don't nobody think about it, bro. Don't nobody listen to Aegon. Every time Aegon say something, they trying to manipulate him into not doing something. You know what I'm saying? They never listen to Queen Alicent. It seemed like the only motherfucker they got some that they listen to is fucking Sir Fuckboy. You know what I'm saying? Bro, everything since the beginning of season 2, bro. Everything that this fuck nigga has been saying, bro, they have been listening to this dude, bro. They have been listening to him. And he is the most sneakiest, manipulative motherfucker in King's Landing, bro. You supposed to be the commander, bro. You let the Prince Jacaerys get killed while you in there smashing the grandma. You know what I'm saying? And you lucky Aegon is a fuck boy too, because if he was actually a good husband to Helena would have told him of what really happened. But Aegon don't even fuck with the girl like that. So you really lucky he ain't a good husband. Because if he was a Ned Stark type nigga that actually talked to his wife, you know what I'm saying? Or a Jon Snow type dude that actually talked to his girl, bro, you probably would be burnt up by now. You know what I'm saying? But we get to the we gonna get to the next scene. You know what I'm saying? You got Rhaenyra and the Master Whisperers. You know what I'm saying? Back at Dragonstone. You know, she's watching sea smoke fly around. And Rhaenyra goes out there to talk to her once again, and this is why I say, bro, Rhaenyra in the Black Council, bro, they got a little bit more structure over there, man. You know what I'm saying? And she basically tell her like, yeah, man, I heard you turn back around. You know what I'm saying? And you gave warning to the guards, and you saved my life type shit. You know what I'm saying? And she hit her with the well what's the worth of of saving the queen's life? You know what I'm saying? And Masira being the hustler that she always was, she trying to get a seat at the council. So Rhaenyra makes her the master of whispers. She's very, very connected, got a great network of spies in King's Landing, and you see that shit paid off and benefited Rhaenyra at the end of the episode from what she was able to do for Rhaenyra. And this is why I fuck with Rhaenyra, because you know what I'm saying, she actually listens and take heed to what people on her team is saying. Like I say, Mysteria, the White Whisperer, the White Worm, whatever you want to call her. You know what I'm saying, master of whispers. You know what I'm saying, she playing her hand right. You know what I'm saying, she took that opportunity when she seen the twin, and she used it as a bargaining chip to get a seat at the black table at the council. And she doing her motherfucking thing. And also they dropped a little Easter egg in there. I don't know if anybody caught that, but she was also asking by Sea Smoke, because Sea Smoke is becoming restless. He's becoming tired. He's tired of sitting in the goddamn dragon pit, hoping and praying that Laenor, you know what I'm saying, returns and fucking starts to ride him again. Right? So we're eventually going to see Adam or somebody claim this dragon that was a dragon seed Easter egg that they dropped in that little scene right there. Was a little quick little Easter egg hunt. You might have missed it, you might have caught it, you know what I'm saying, but that's why you got to watch The Usual Suspect perspective. I like Sea Smoke. Sea Smoke is probably one of the best dragons as far as color. You don't really see too many white dragons in the House of the Dragon, so I like Sea Smoke. And Sea Smoke is also a experienced dragon. He's been in a couple of wars with Laenor and Damon and stuff like that. And you know, whoever gets this dragon is gonna be powerful, because Sea Smoke is a young OG in the game. You know what I'm saying? What was your thoughts on what Mysteria did, man, on Dragonstone, trying to get in what she fit in?
Yeah, she finessed Rhaenyra into a spot on the Black Council, and I mean, salute to her. I mean, she was once a slave, and at one point she might have been the potentially killed for treason. You know what I mean? It was in part of her information and her dealings with the High Tower that put King Aegon on the throne. Rhaenyra showed her mercy. You know what I mean? Of a potential future concubine with Damon. Maybe that relationship might rekindle. Rhaenyra showed her mercy. So yeah, Mysteria definitely finessed the game. Now being the master of whisperers, I think it's a decent acquisition for Team Black. You need a master of whisperers, especially at this level, at this stage of the conflict. We now getting into wartime, so that critical information, that central intelligence type, you know what I mean, having spies in the right places is critical right now. So as far as the Easter egg and Sea Spoke, it makes me wonder if Laenor is actually dead. Are they signalizing that Laenor is dead? Because in Game of Thorns lore and mythology, dragon riders you can't have two dragon riders. Nobody can claim a dragon that already has a dragon rider. unless that dragon rider has deceased, and then another person can claim it. So, are we seeing some of the first signs that Lenor is actually deceased, and Sea Smoke is ready to take on a new rider, whether it be Adam of Hull or
No, man, I'm using the TV.
Alan of Hull, one of them two. You know what I mean? We'll see.
Yeah. Queen say, I caught it. I think the sister that doesn't have a dragon is eventually going to get Sea Smoke. Yeah, you talking about Raina. Yeah, that's the next that is the next scene in the show where she goes to Raina at Dragonstone, and she wants her, Aegon, and Viserys to go to Pentos with Lady Anne. I think that's her name, to be safe. You know what I'm saying? And she takes uh Tyraxes, and I want to say, was it Stormcloud? I want to say those are the baby dragons, and she got 4 eggs as well. You know what I'm saying? So once again, man, Rhaenyra is making moves, man. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to lose any more of her children or her family, because we seen what happened with Jacaerys and Luke. You know what I'm saying? So she makes this move. I kind of feel bad for Raina, because you know what I'm saying, she really didn't want to leave. She didn't want to leave Baela. You feel me? It was a very, very tough situation, but hopefully Raina gets a dragon, bro. I don't know what,
Our increase, in my opinion, shit.
huh?
I said her chances of getting the dragon have increased. Now that I mean, she getting sent with at least one of the baby dragons. We got and 4 eggs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? One of them bitches hatch, and she takes accustomed to it. You know what I mean? You never know. And the fact that she's getting Rhaenyra's trusting her with her kids. You know what I mean? 4 eggs and 2 baby dragons. I mean, you got to put respect on that. I mean, that's a big task. That's a big responsibility that Rhaenyra was putting on Baela. So she need to understand. Um, hopefully she does understand that that she's not being slighted in the Game of Thrones. Like, she weak, she a liability in the sense where she ain't no dragon rider. She the only one that don't have no dragons. What else are you gonna do, Baela? What you
Yeah.
want to do?
That's Raina. That's Raina.
I mean, yeah, Raina. What you
Yeah.
want to sit around and wait for you to cut off your head while you sleeping?
Mm-hmm.
Send
Yeah.
you out of harm's way over across the sea in Pentos, where you accustomed to, where you was born. First off, you know what I mean. Go over there and
Facts.
stay safe, and look after the eggs, and hopefully you get your, you know what I mean, get yourself a dragon in a safe spot while you raising up your I think your brothers or something like that.
Yeah, the brothers. It's all, yeah, brothers. Cause shit, Rhaenyra is a stepmom, so shit. Those her, her half siblings. You know what I'm saying? And I think me myself personally, I feel bad for Raina in that sense, but it's the safest move. Um, and people got to understand this too. If you're really paying attention to the landscape of House of the Dragon, bro, Team Black got a shit ton of dragons. Um, they got way more dragons than Team Green. So I think Rhaenyra making this move is once again strategic, bro. Strategic as fuck. You gotta respect what she doing. But yeah, moving right along, man. We get to one of my favorite parts of the show. We see Caraxes the Bloodworm and my boy DT up in the clouds, man. Making a way to Harrenhall, um, the haunted castle of the Riverlands, and we see uh let me just talk about this scene, bro, because this scene right here was epic as fuck. Um, just a real quick story, what I'm saying, quick story about Harrenhal. This is like um one of the most haunted motherfucking castles in Game of Thrones, man. Like anybody that's been in Harrenhal or a Lord of Harrenhal, some fucked up always happened to him, and that's because of Aegon the Conqueror, man. Him and Balerion the Black Dread, man. They came through that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying, years ago, and they burnt that bitch down, and it ain't been the same since. You know what I'm saying? So this was a OG gangster move from Damon, man. He needed to do this because he got a lot of pent up aggression right now. He pissed off at what Rhaenyra was saying to him, how she was treating him and stuff like that. So he do what real niggas do, man. You know what I'm saying? They get in they whoop, man, and they get the fuck up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Blow some steam off. And it's what he did. You know what I'm saying? He pulled up, gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's not how it goes. That's not it, bro. That's not it.
Hey, bro. Hey, the nigga pulled up. Hey, we got 34 people in here watching us on Twitter. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. He pulled up at Harrenhal at the very, very top of the tower, same spot where Aegon the Conqueror landed Balerion at. You know what I'm saying? Everybody screaming and running, dragon. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't see no flame. 503. He ain't do shit, nigga.
Now he didn't have to, bro. He didn't have to do nothing because guess what? Harrenhal ain't what it used to be, man. My boy pull up on the Bloodworm Caraxes. You know what I'm saying? My boy Damon is checking it out, man. He jump off the dragon. You know what I'm saying? He go into Harrenhal, man. Harrenhal is in disarray. It's fucked up. The castle is raggedy than the motherfucker. It's raining on the inside of the motherfucking castle. Ain't no guards in the motherfucking castle. He pretty much take the motherfucking castle over with one punch. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even have to use his Valerian sword. You know what I'm saying? He came to that bitch armored up, ready to go.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Punch, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? One man army. But this castle, bro, it's so raggedy. It's in so disarray. Like I say, it's raining in the castle. You got tree roots coming in the motherfucker. It's just a mess, bro.
Wood tree.
And in my mind, yeah. In my mind, bro, I'm thinking Harrenhal was like this immaculate castle. You know what I'm saying? Like on some Lannister type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking this shit just decked out. Man, I see this motherfucking castle and I say, bro, this is what my man Luke got killed for, man. Luke got killed for going to the Riverlands, to Storm's End for this shit, for Harrenhal, bro. You know what I'm saying? I immediately got pissed the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, bro, Damon took that shit. They should have just sent Damon the first fucking time to Storm's End to do that, bro. Because
they two different castles,
right? But Storm Ends and Harrenhal is all that shit is in the Riverlands, right?
No, Storm's End like south of King's Landing.
Okay. Okay, my bad. I got my geographics mixed up then. Okay. So Harrenhall, like that's the biggest castle in the Riverlands then.
That's the biggest castle period in Westeros.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. Um so what was your thoughts on seeing this man, seeing Damon come up in there and just take over Harrenhal with one punch? And he basically told the Lord that he here to take over Harrenhal, and the Lord was like, "Okay, sir, as you wish," type shit.
Hold
Yeah.
up. First, let me check you on a couple things. Cause Damon ain't no gangsta ass nigga, bro. Like I said in the first hot D recaps we did, Damon is a hoe ass nigga. Damon is a hoe ass nigga. You know what I mean? And we will soon reveal this. Now, one thing we know is that Rhaenyra was able to sneak her way in disguise as a sept back at King's Landing.
Facts.
But Damon didn't do that. Once again, he didn't send some bum ass niggas named Blood and Cheese to murder royalty, bro.
Facts.
Once again, he pulled up on Harrenhal, dog. Okay, yeah, he pulled up right up on the top tower with Craxy's cool. I mean, came through with the Valerian sword and shit, ready to go, and nobody was there from the slave. Cool. Took over the shit, went into the grand mess hall, was like, yo, I'm taking over the castle. Lord Strong was like, cool. Pull up a chair. We about to eat, nigga. I got venison stew, nigga. There be let's go. There be. But we talking about Damon Targaryen, not we talking about Damon Targaryen to Lord what's his name? Lord Strong, excuse me.
Yeah, Lord Strong, yeah.
He said he told him to say your grace. So I'm thinking, where's Damon coming from right now? You leave off to Harrenhal in a hurry. You still haven't, now that you've taken over the castle and you telling Lord Strong to say, yeah, I'm your grace, meaning that he's the king. You still haven't sent no ravens back to Dragonstone to let Queen Rhaenyra know that, yeah, you got shit on lockdown here, and we ready to go to war in the Riverlands. Or I didn't rally the troops and shit. You ain't say none of that. You taking over that shit for yourself. You ain't saying nothing about Queen Rhaenyra. You told Lord Strong, yeah, we going after this, we going to march on King's Landing. Lord Strong was like, for what, nigga?
Yeah, you
What you need for what? We taking the throne with all the swords in it, motherfucker. That's what we doing.
Mm-hmm.
But none of that had nothing to do with Queen Rhaenyra. He wasn't speaking in the name of Queen Rhaenyra. He was speaking in the name of himself, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So now the motherfuckers start having all these fucked up dreams, which I was talking about. The weirwood trees growing in the walls of Harrenhal. Now that whole area is supposed to be one of the most supernatural, magical places in the continent of Westeros or whatnot. It's in the same area of the Isles of Men or the Isle, I think it's called the something like that, where they got all the weirwood trees built up, or weirwood trees growing up on there. And weirwood trees, of course, have special magical properties, carry memories and things of that nature. So there's been other situations where if you rest on a weirwood tree, you have visions or dreams and stuff like that. So I think this is what Damon was experiencing with his vision and with his dream. And we see in his dream, he was feeling guilt. He was scared of what he was seeing because he did fuck up. We see him looking at Rhaenyra as a kid, or Rhaenyra when she was younger, when he was probably more attractable to her, right? Sewing up the head of young Jacaerys, talking about, now I got to clean up your mess. That dream shook Damon. We ain't never seen Damon shook ever in the House of Dragons, but we saw him shook there. Then we saw a known witch and Alice Rivers show up in the dream. Now, one thing if you notice watching earlier, when he broke up into the mess hall and Lord Strong pledged his allegiance, he took a knee to Damon. The whole Strong house took a knee to Damon right then and there. You notice she didn't take a knee? She was the only motherfucker that didn't take no knee, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That same bitch talking about, you gonna die. You gonna die here, nigga. And like you said before, Five, one thing about Harrenhall, every person that's been the Lord or been the so-called king of Harrenhall dies there, nigga.
You ain't lying, nigga. You ain't fucking.
Go ahead, hoe ass nigga. Go take that shit and say, claim it for yourself. You know what I mean? You the ruler of your grace. Okay, your grace of Harrenhall. Okay, cool. You gonna die there, nigga.
Yeah, I don't like this witch bitch Alicent, man. She creeped me the fuck out, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Salute to my brother Mark Wonderledge, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in right now, man. Usual Suspect perspective, House of the Dragon recap, Usual Suspect reviews, man. We in this thing. Yeah, bro. I don't like this girl, bro. She fucking with my man's head, man. You know what I'm saying? He got too much shit on his mind, man. Now you want to come and put some more shit on him, like Damon, like, man, bro, the nigga can't catch a break, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just keep it real. Let's just be real, bro. All this shit would have been cool, and we wouldn't have none of these problems, bro, if motherfucking Viserys wasn't no motherfucking hater, and he just would have gave Damon the throne like he deserved. You know what I'm saying? Why is it that these kings, bro, on the game, and this ain't just a House of the Dragon problem. This is a Game of the Thrones problem, bro. These kings do not like giving the throne to their brothers for whatever fucking reason, bro. They want their kids to rule on the Iron Throne, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But Harrenhall is just a creepy ass place. I can't wait to see what happens with Harrenhall. I think it's gonna be some fucked up shit go on around that little area. That whole little scene with the rain and this witch bitch not wanting to take the knee and coming and fucking with this man in his dreams. It's just spooky, bro. It's spooky. So we gonna definitely see what happened to Harrenhall, and we're gonna see what happened to Damon. So moving right along, we see Team Green getting ready for their expedition to the Riverlands as well. I don't know if they're gonna run into Damon in future episodes. We're gonna see what happened. I don't know if Damon is still gonna be in the Riverlands at Harrenhall by the time they make it there, because they riding on horses, so it might take them a little bit more longer to get there. But we're introduced to a new character, Dwayne Hightower. This is Alicent's brother. And shade is definitely being thrown towards Sir Christian and Dwayne Hightower. And you know what I'm saying? This guy, Dwayne, off rip, he don't like Christian because of course he's the new hand. He took his father's job. You know, Dwayne is expecting to see his pops in King's Landing. And he let Sir Christian Cole know off rip, like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't even shake the nigga. Oh, fella, he didn't even shake the nigga hand. This is the Knight Commander, the hand of the king. He didn't even shake the man's hand, bro. He immediately starts throwing shade. And he's like, you just made it to the court, and my daddy have served 3 kings, my nigga, faithfully. Otto Hightower was a master hand. You know what I'm saying? And this dude come up in here and say, with your modest blessings. I'm not gonna lie, man. This was very, very, very shady. And Queen Alicent with her extra shady ass gonna say, yeah, my brother is gonna be assisting you in battle. Now, when I first seen this, I said to myself, I said, okay, you didn't want y'all don't want Aegon to go. You don't want Aemon to go with the dragon, but you want the brother to go with Christian Cole. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, man, she want somebody from her family to go and watch this nigga and see what he doing. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I could think of, bro. And we also see, you know, Christian and Alicent have like they last little dialogue. He finna get ready to be away for a while. He don't really like the fact that, you know, this guy's coming with them. He say he already got a full full fleet of guys. You know what I'm saying? He want to be around guys that he can trust and he can control and shit like that. But we see let me take this down off the screen real quick, bro. I got you. So we see Alicent give him like some handkerchief or some shit like that, and we see them talking, and Dwayne is clocking everything. He's watching. You know what I'm saying? He see everything that's going on between them, and eventually he's gonna put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, we know in Game of Thrones, we know what's ever done in the dark is eventually gonna come to the light. We could remember, you know, Cersei and the Kingslayer, you know, doing they do in the first season, and you know, eventually everything that they had going on came to the light. So this Alicent and Sir Christian Cole getting it on is definitely gonna come to the light. What was your take on that opening scene when Sir Christian Cole and Joanne getting ready to leave King's Landing and head to the river lands, man. What was your take, bro? I see you got the map pulled up. What you trying to show us?
Yeah, so earlier on, in relation to where King's Landing is in Harrenhall in the Riverlands. So as you see where the Isle of Faces are, where I was talking about earlier, where all the weirwood trees are, that's where the castle Harrenhall is, which is once again known for its supernatural haunted like properties, which we saw in the episode Damon was experiencing. Storms-Ent is all the way down here. Where what's Luke got sent to. Where are they?
It's right here. You got to go up. It's right there, bro. It's right there by Fairwood.
There it goes. Breaker Bay and what? Yeah, so it's south of King's Landing and whatnot. So,
yeah, so he flew south. So he must have got caught somewhere. He probably got caught like because he fell by the water. So he probably was by the bay somewhere, Blackwater Bay or something, or close to Driftmark. Somewhere right there. Yeah.
But this was the works of Otto, bro. This was the worst of Otto. Otto probably sent back Gwen like, yo, I need somebody to go give me some intel on this motherfucker. My so-called new hand Christian Cole, so-called gonna lead by his fist, iron fist, Christian Cole. So-called fucking my daughter, Christian Cole. Yeah, I put some I need tabs on this nigga. Try to get him into some shit. Matter of fact. Yeah, I mean, we see further on in the episode where he does try to get him into some shit, which almost cost both of their lives. But yeah, what I think about that, great works by Otto, keeping intel on Team Green, being away from the whole scene, being that he got exiled to Old Town.
Yeah, man. I don't like this dude, Joanne. We're gonna see what happens with his character and how long he lasts, because he was finna get his ass burnt. You know what I'm saying, in the opening episode, but we definitely see Christian and the High Tower brother make their way to they're going north towards the Riverlands. And we're gonna see what happens, man. But moving right along, we got Rhaenyra and the Black Council. And she's having problems with her council as well, because they are trying to advise her to release the dragons, and we need to ready to war, and we need to do all this stuff, and Queen, if you don't want to put yourself in harm's way, you could disappear, and we'll be the ones to take all of the heat and whatever comes our way. And they don't know what's going on with Damon. The Maester is saying there's no word from Damon, and they saying that they're at an advantage, and they talking about sending all of the dragons out, and they want to start turning the green strongholds, you know what I'm saying, to their cause, man, because Game of Thrones is about who has the biggest armies. You know what I'm saying? That they want to get as many swords as they can. You know, they just don't want to win a war with dragons. If they was just having a dragon fight, I mean, obviously the blacks would just crush the greens, right? So they, Rhaenyra don't want to just do it with the dragons because she know once that fire get the blowing, a lot of people are gonna get killed. A lot of innocent people can get killed. Towns is gonna be destroyed, and it's gonna be a lot of repercussion from that. And Rhaenys is giving her this look, and I'm not gonna lie, man. The Black Council, man, these dudes, bro, they are ultra aggressive, bro. They want fire and blood right now. And Rhaenyra ain't trying to do that, and we even see a son kind of getting like fed up with the shit too, because he ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Jace is ready to go. He ain't trying to hear none of this shit. He didn't went to the north, to the wall. He got the Starks on his side. He ready. They didn't killed his little brother. He fucked up about that. He seen the twins get buried. You know what I'm saying? Jace is ready to fucking go, bro. What was your take on that scene with the Black Council? How do you feel about the Black Council versus the Green Council? Why do you think the Black Council is being so aggressive in trying to get these dragons and get this war ready, bro?
I mean, because they, like you said before, they got more dragons. They feel like they had a stronger advantage. So let's play to that advantage and get these dragons out there. That's one thing, but I think they're a little bit more together than Team Green. They got the reconnaissance on the ground and in the air because they already figured out the Christian Cole play. Trying to get more houses from the Crown lands as he works his way up to Harrenhall.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh. They both peeped that play, and that was brought up to the council, brought up to Queen Rhaenyra and whatnot. So, I'm kind of at one point kind of agitated with Rhaenyra for not pulling the trigger a little bit faster. But as we see later on in the episode, she has her reasons, and she's taking the good advice of OG Queen Rhaenys, the queen that never was Rhaenys, and she takes that last ditch effort. Like I said earlier, she was able to disguise her way up in the King's Landing for that last boss to boss talk negotiation to try to stop all this shit, try to stop all the dragons from coming out. Because one thing we do know, both sides are ready to bring out the dragons.
Yep. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't like the fact that these councils is they pushing for war so bad, man. When you really see it's the influence, man. It's the influence in Rhaenyra is so hesitant to pull that trigger. You know what I'm saying? She's so hesitant to pull that trigger, bro. But I don't know how much more longer Rhaenyra is gonna be so hesitant, especially after what we seen at the end of the episode. We also see Rhaenys and Corlys talking about an heir to Driftmark, and you know, you kind of feel bad for House Valerian, man, because um Laenor is missing. Um, Lena is dead. And you only have Baela and Rhaena left. And you know they're talking about possibly making Rhaena the heir of Driftmark or Joffrey, and you know House Valerian don't really have that many options left in a family for somebody to carry on the Valerian name.
And why is that, Five? Because of whole ass Damon.
What is you talking about, man? What you talking about, bro?
Me, whole ass Damon was first off responsible for chopping off Vaemon's head. And that's Vaemon is the brother of Corlys.
Right.
So if all went to hell, Corlys could have made Vaemon the motherfucking heir of Driftstone.
Facts.
Damon's also responsible for the fake death of Laenor.
Yeah. Yeah. You got a point. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I said whole ass nigga.
Yeah, man, you ain't fucking with Damon, man. He ain't fucking with Damon. Did y'all pick up that Damon had not been told the story / peril about the impending war?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you talking about the battle of the Brackens and Blackwalls. Yeah. He didn't know. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. But yeah, he didn't know simply because he was riding Caraxes to Harrenhall. You know what I'm saying? That's why he didn't know. He's not, and I mean, this is his fault because he's not in communications with nobody. And like, this is why I say this is from the usual suspect perspective. And All Philip brought that up. We was talking about when Damon first got to Harrenhall, he did not know what was going on, and it had to be brought to his attention from Lord Strong. We talked about that. So salute to you for bringing that up. But yeah, Damon don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. He don't care about that shit. You know what I'm saying? He on some like Ard made a great point, man. He on some for self shit. You know what I'm saying? He thinking about what he can do for himself at this point, and we're gonna
looking at Harrenhall like, yeah, we gonna fix this bitch up. What you mean, dog?
This is gonna be my shit. It's gonna fuck Rhaenyra. This is gonna be my shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I like it to a certain extent, but because he's my favorite character, but in the end, Damon ain't being a team player. He ain't been a team player, and even like in the videos that I watch and the research I've been doing on his character, and like people that's really invested and read the books. You know, I watch videos and stuff like that. I have not read the actual book of the Dance of the Dragons or anything like that, or Fire and Ice, but you know, Damon's demise is gonna be crazy. And we're gonna see that shit play out on House of the Dragon. I don't know how many seasons it's gonna take for them to show it. Maybe within the next season or two we'll see it. You know what I'm saying? But we're slowly breaking it down, and this is why our fella and I are doing this, because this is very, very important. Because see, I'm gonna give Damon all the credit in the world because he's my favorite character. But our fella is gonna break it down on the other side of the coin and give us the real, because you know, Damon is slowly but surely, bro, creating a lot of distance between him and Rhaenyra. And like our fella been saying since the first show we did, bro. Like him sending blood and cheese to go kill Aemon backfired, and they killed this kid, this baby. You know what I'm saying? That's just the first of many things Damon is gonna do to furthermore create that friction in between him and Rhaenyra. And now we even seeing it right now, bro. Like with the visions and the dreams he's having, him going to Harrenhall, him not sending ravens back to Dragonstone, him not being there for his daughters, him not talking to Baela or Raina. You know, he I'm gonna be real, bro. He acting like a fuck boy. You know what I'm saying? He he acting like a fuck boy. I ain't gonna lie, man. He doing a lot of fuck boy shit. You know what I'm saying? But the difference in between Damon and Christian Cole is that Damon got a right to feel the way that he feel about a lot of shit in House of the Dragon. Christian Cole just a fuck boy because he got his heart broke by Rhaenyra in season 1. You know what I'm saying? Damon is a fuck boy because he felt like he deserves to be the king right now instead of Rhaenyra or fucking Aegon. You know what I'm saying? He felt like he should be the motherfucking king, and you've seen that in the scene when he was at Harrenhal. You know, he got Lord Strong calling him your grace. Nigga, you not the fucking king, nigga. You're not the king, bro. Aegon is the fucking king, or Rhaenyra is the queen, bro. You're not the king, bro. What is you talking about? You got this man calling you your grace, man. And that's why the witch bitch Alice told him, motherfucker, you gonna die in Harrenhal. You want this motherfucker? You want it to be yours? Okay, you're gonna have to pay the ultimate price, homeboy. Yeah, we need that dragon blood about you, baby. Goddamn me. Let's see real quick. He seemed like he was shocked that his brother hadn't told him.
Okay, I mean, she talking about because when she was saying about did y'all pick up that Damon not been told a story / parable about the impending war. So she talking about the song Ice or Fire.
Oh, you talking about Aegon the Conqueror's Dream. Nah, the only people that know about that is Rhaenyra and Alicent. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only two that know about that. And I would say Jace, because like even like in the intro that I made.
Tell Jace?
No, he didn't. He didn't tell Jace. She didn't tell Rhaenyra didn't tell Jace, but you remember on the first episode when he was at the wall and he was like, you think my people built, you know what I'm saying, 700 feet of ice to keep out snow and savages? And he was like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, well, nah, why did they build it? What they trying to keep out? And he was like, death. You know what I'm saying? So Krieg and Stark kind of alluded to it a little bit, but Jace don't really know, like, oh shit, they talking about the impending war with the White Walkers. He don't know, but he kind of told him a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? That's why I say the intro that I made is very is key. You know what I'm saying? Because that was some gangster shit Cregan told that boy at the beginning. Let's see. She says, she say they need him though. He's instrumental, even though he's causing problems. Yeah, facts, man. You know what I'm saying? They definitely need him because if they don't have Caraxes and they don't have Damon, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna be weak as fuck. Let's just be real. He the best warrior over there on Team Black. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, without Damon, man, they, you know, Aemon could fuck some shit up for Team Black. But we see Raina and the kids and the dragons getting ready to leave for Pentos. This was a sad scene. Raina was pissed off. You could see in her face she was mad. She didn't want to leave. But once again, this is a smart move from Rhaenyra. You know, she's trying to get more soldiers from Lady Anne. And you know, she's sending all her dragons, the baby dragons that's not ready to fight, to Pentos. And Baela is trying to encourage her sister, you know what I'm saying, to do this. And you know what I'm saying, you know, Rain ain't trying to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they making their way to Pentos. Hopefully, like I say, hopefully we see more of Raina. You know what I'm saying? I hope she don't be, you know, casted off or nothing like that. Uh but once again we see um those dragon eggs, man, and this is another Easter egg they dropped because a lot of people in the Game of Thrones community feel like three of these Easter eggs is Danny's um I'm sorry, three of these dragon eggs are Danny's future eggs for her dragons, Drogon, and Viserion, and the other dragon, I think Rogar, something like that. I can't remember the other dragon's name, but a lot of people feel like these are the eggs that Dany will hatch, and you know, she'll become the mother of dragons in the future Game of Thrones and whatnot. So like I say, they drop a lot of little gems on the show. You just got to be willing to catch them. Um, and this is very, very important. And hopefully the fourth dragon egg will be Rhaenyra's dragon. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she does get a dragon and whatnot. And we definitely see them go to Pentos and stuff like that, man. What was your take on seeing the dragon eggs and seeing Rhaenyra leave for Pentos? How you felt about that, bro?
Yeah, I mean, once again, she got some important role. That's a lot of, like, she has the Targaryen dynasty under her care.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon eggs, two hatchlings or baby dragons, and the Targaryen kids, her brothers from Damon and Rhaenyra. So, like I said, Pentos is a safer place for her, even though that she want to stay in amongst Dragonstone and be around the fam and whatnot. But militarily, she don't bring nothing to the table right now,
Mm-hmm.
other than mining the legacy in case shit goes foul. The legacy will still live on in Pentos.
Facts. Okay, man. We going going to the next scene. I'm trying to move along. We got Queen Alicent back in King's Landing. You know what I'm saying? Now, out of all of her kids, man, you know what I'm saying, I think she pays the most attention to Helena. I don't know if she's doing this because Helena caught her, you know, getting it on with Sir Christian. And you know, Lena is basically saying, like, you know what I'm saying, she kind of feel bad for Jaharis, but like, you know, she don't really she feel like she don't really have to. But you know, she feels some type of remorse for what happened. Um and Helena had to let her know, like, look, man, I forgive you. I forgive you. You know what I'm saying? And she let her know, like when we was going through the king, you know, through King's Landing, you know, at the funeral and stuff like that, uh with the small folk, you know what I'm saying? She really wasn't feeling that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, as queen, you know, you got to do shit that you know most people can't do. And you got, and Addison let her know like we grieve differently. Um, and Allison basically told her like, I love Jaharis, but my concern is for you. Now, I don't know if Allison was doing this once again. I feel like this was ulterior motive because of what Helena saw and witnessed, man. But Helena had to let her know off rip, like, you know what I'm saying? I forgive you. I ain't mad, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, man, I fuck with Helena, man. I fuck with Helena. Like every time Helena gets some screen time on the show, I'm always listening and you know, hoping she drops some more visions on us. You know what I'm saying? Um, how did you feel about that scene with Helena and Allison, bro?
It caught me off guard a bit
Yeah,
because from what I've heard from the books is that after this situation happened with the death of her young son, she went into a deep depression. Now in this episode, there was no depression. She almost seemed at peace with what had happened. Um, and she was one thing that was interesting to me was that she was somewhat questioning who she was in comparison to the small folk. She told Alicent, um, I mean the small folk they lose babies every day too. Why should I feel so bad? So I thought that was interesting that she brought that up. And then in the same manner, without even Alicent being able to cook on did you see me or did you see me with Christian Cole or do you want to talk about the that night when you called me in my bedroom with Christian Cole? Like she didn't even get to that, and already Helena was like, I forgive you. But was it really for that, Five? Because the way Helena speak, and a lot of times it's like she speaks in the future. Could she be forgiving Alicent for something that she might do in the future? Possibly to the small folk. So yeah, that's what I caught off of that that segment. Once again, because Helena, I fuck with Helena too. And she be talking in riddles and talking in parables and in visions. And when she say something like when she comparing her situation to the small folk and why should I be so sad? Because it happened to them motherfuckers every day too. That's got when Helena speaks, we gotta listen, bro.
yeah. That was like I say, man. Helena is one of my favorite characters in the show, next to Damon. Especially on the green side. So now we see Aegon is getting fitted with his new armor, and this is another Easter egg scene in the show because he got some on his great grandfather's armor. You know what I'm saying? Aegon the Conqueror, first of his name. Um and you even see the nice guards talking about Aegon, you know what I'm saying, reborn, Aegon the Conqueror reborn and stuff like that. And Aegon is on his high horse right now, thinking he finna get ready to go down there and and fly, you know what I'm saying, Sunfire and shit like that. And this shit was kind of funny because here come Mr. Foot Fetish guy, Lord Strong, Master Whispers for Team Green. Goddamn, he trying to, you know, get in where he fit in. And you know, this is why I say this is the difference in the this scene right here shows you the difference in between Team Green and Team Black, bro. Now, this dude comes up in there, you know what I'm saying, and basically puts a bug in to, you know, Aegon's ear about Alicent and Aemon, you know, being outwitted by his counselors and being persuaded to fly with Sir Christian. And yeah, man, you know, Queen Alicent is gonna reign in your absence, and she gonna have Prince Aemon at her side, and you know, all this fuck shit, bro. And you know, he's talking about, yeah, man, this is what the small folks is saying about you, and they spreading all these rumors, man. And Aegon was like, who say who is the motherfucker that's saying this? And Aegon, he's just so stupid, he just believe anything. And you know, Sir Foot Fetish is like, well, it don't really matter for real, it just matter a little bit, man. Like, yeah, Tails take on a life of their own, man, because you gotta, yeah, you know, you gotta do what's best for you. And now listen, it is just like weeds, man, and you gotta tend to the weeds, man. And you know, he like tend to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, man. And he tells Larys, like, look, man, I want you to be my master of whispers. And this is where he gets the job. And you know, Lord Larys, man, he's a slick, slimy motherfucker too. He's real calculated, like Sir Otto. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like. I'm gonna ask you, bruh. When you seen this shit, why do you think Lord Larys did this? Like, what was his reason for not wanting Aegon to go fly with Sir Christian Cole? Because we definitely needed a dragon out there with those guys, because we seen what was about to happen. If Christian Cole wasn't on point, you know what I'm saying? But how did you feel about Lord Larys, man?
I don't think Lord Larys advised Aegon so much to. Well, for one, you know what? That was a good move, because the king don't need to be flying out in the battle just yet, especially if the potential of, I don't know if they knew, but Damon being up there with his dragon. So that was a good move in itself, but I think Larys did it more in the sense of to build more confidence, build more of a rapport with Aegon. Once again, planting the seeds of lies into malleable Aegon's head, and they grew. And he ultimately thought twice about taking his dragon out there to help Christian Cole. He's all about trying to be the king. And once those seeds were planted about that, your mama and your brothers, you know what I mean, scheming to rule while you lead, while you go fly your dragon, he ain't like that.
Nah, he didn't.
So he's like, you know what? I mean, let me just chill and let my Iron Fist do his thing. And matter of fact, these Valerian fits, this Valerian drip don't even fit me right. I don't look right in this mirror, nigga. I mean, like Aegon knew what was up. And after the old boy put that seed of doubt into his head, yeah, he was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna stay in King's Landing.
Facts. And we also see his knights not taking the job seriously. They talking about squires and this dude ain't never fucked a girl and all this and all that, man. Um, and once again, these dudes ain't following the rules, bro. So on the next scene, we see Oof. Um, you know what I'm saying? We get another introduction to another dragon seed, possibly, who's gonna be with Team Black, you know what I'm saying? And he's saying that he's the bastard son um of House Targaryen. He's the half brother of Damon, and he's the grandsire of King Jaehaerys, the what was his name? How you say that shit? Facilitator, some shit like that. Um, and he's basically in the bar telling his guys he's a Targaryen, and he the son of Baela the Brave. I'm not gonna lie, man. This dude is making some strong allegations, bro. Some strong allegations saying that he's, blood of the dragon and he's Targaryen and he's the brother of the late King Viserys and Prince Damon and he's Team Rhaenyra and this guy's making a lot of strong accusations, man. And he's talking a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? And he talking about he the uncle of Rhaenyra, bro. So I want to see more of this guy. I want to see more of this guy, man. And he know all the shit that he's saying could get him killed. And he basically said, like, the dragon seed, it gotta be, it gotta be ready, gotta be in check. Because for me, he gonna have to watch his back because you is a dragon seed, bro, and you're dangerous. If everything that what you saying is true, yeah, you're gonna have to watch your back in King's Landing, bro, because uh bastard Targaryens don't really, you know, come from glory and make it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't beat Jon Snow around this motherfucker. Um, what was your take on this new character? Another dragon seed that we seeing. So far we've seen the Hugh brothers. We've seen what's the other guy's name? Huey Henry. What's his name?
Oh, Hugh Hammer.
Hugh Hammer. And now we've seen this Ulf character, man. So what's your take on this new dragon seed, bro?
I don't know how to feel about Ulf. And if even if he is a dragon seed, he might be an imposter. I mean, that talks a good game. Very charismatic, back and forth, as you see when they was introducing him. He was back and forth here and there, hi and keeking with some of everybody, and then come out talk about I'm Rhaenyra's big aunt. Yeah, nigga, I got the blood of the dragon and all this and that. But he changed up his tune quick. Pulled up, nigga. King Aegon pulled up with the white cloak goons, nigga. And they said, "Hail King Aegon," real quick. Hail to the king. Aegon's like, "Yeah, nigga, drinks on me. Whole motherfucking bar, drinks on me, nigga. Straight from the crown, from me to you. Let's go." And that's where shit went left, bro, to me, dog. Because that's where it showed me that, yeah, Team Green ain't shit, dog.
Why you say that? What happened, bro? Talk about it, man. Break it down. You know what I'm saying? Because I was gonna leave you to break down this shit between him and his brother. Because I talked a little bit about the backstory of Aegon and Aemon, and you know how he a fuck boy to his brother, man. But go ahead.
So King Aegon, you know what I mean, he drinks is free for everybody. And he came to this bar / brothel. I guess it's the most popping brothel in King's Landing, because why is the king showing up there? You know what I mean? But yeah, he with the white cloaks and whatnot. And of course, he was teasing, or they was halfway teasing about white cloaks keeping their solidarity earlier on in the episode and whatnot, keeping their oath. Can't be out here fucking these bitches and shit like that. But of course, where they hours later, they show up in the latest spot in King's Landing where all the hoes at. So as Aegon taking his white cloaks to the back, to the VIP areas, that mean we see a whole lot of shit. Niggas getting rinsed, topped off, all that. That mean goes into this room, niggas getting top, going to that room, girl riding the nigga and shit, going to another room, boom. Look who it is. It's Aemon. Aemon up in there in the usual fetal position, my nigga.
Curled up.
Curled up with his boo thing. I mean, I don't even know what her name is, but she a common whore, in the words of Sir Otto Hightower, that been working that spot for shit years, nigga, at least 5-6 years. I mean, pretty much brought Aemon into the game. So King Aegon sees this shit, and he immediately starts to roasting. He immediately starts to roasting and defaming his brother in front of his white cloaks. Wrong move, bro. Wrong move. But Aemon did the G-ass thing. He did the most gangsterest thing, bro. You know what I mean? He got up from that shit butt ass naked. Pretty much said, like, fuck them all day, fuck them all night. We don't love these hoes, and walked on out, bro. He ain't get salty about that shit. See motherfuckers like, yo, why ain't he starting on? No, you can't do all that. Kept it royal. As royal as you could get in a brothel. Motherfucker walked on out butt ass naked.
Yeah,
like, y'all have at that, nigga. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just hope my mans ain't walk all the way back to the Red Keep like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he definitely kept that shit gangster. Salute to Aemon for that. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't love these hoes. You know what I'm talking about? All right, man. So we see Rhaenyra back at Dragonstone. She finally opened up the letter. With the green seal on it from Alicent. And she's expressing her remorse for Luke and whatnot, and this gives Rhaenyra more reason as to why she wants to talk to uh Allison one last time before the actual Dance of the Dragon starts. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of see flashbacks of that old friendship, you know what I'm saying, brewing. Um, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna really talk too much about that because that's for the final part of the show. But we definitely get to um the one of my favorite parts of the episode where um I want to say, and I'm glad you still got the map pulled up because it looks like um Sir Christian Cole and Hightower and the Knights have made their way close to the Riverlands. I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, Hightower wanted to go to Ivy's End, uh, but Christian Cole wanted to camp out in the woods. Um, he's a modest knight. You know what I'm saying? He don't need all that fancy shit. He come from humble beginnings, so he's used to, camping out. Um, making him a nice little fire. And shit. Sleeping out in the woods. Um, Hightower don't want to do that. Gawain Hightower don't want to do that, man. He want to go to the next little town over. I think in Ivy's End, if I'm not mistaken. You could correct me if I'm wrong, bro. But lo and motherfucking behold, man, motherfucking Baela is on patrol. You know what I'm saying? That she's patrolling. King's Landing. She's patrolling the Blackwaters Bay, you know what I'm saying? And she's high in the sky. And Christian Cole being the OG knight that he is, you know what I'm saying? Him being very, very experienced with the Targaryens, man. He knows a lot about dragons and when they're flying and the noises that they make. And he spots Baela and Moon Dancer all the way from the top of the skies, man. I don't know how he seen fucking Baela and Moon Dancer so far out, man, but he sees it. She sees them. She sees the armor. She sees the horses, and she got action. And lo and motherfucking behold, um, let me go to the pictures real quick. This is Baela, man. Like you gotta remember, man. This is Damon's daughter, man. Now she definitely goes against what Rhaenyra told her because she told her just to patrol, not to start no shit. But Baela is like, fuck that, man. Yeah, I'm pissed off. My daddy ain't fucking with me. He ain't talking to me. My sister just left. Somebody finna get this motherfucking smoke. And you can see in this picture right here, um, she gives out a command to Moon Dancer, and Moon Dancer get the moving. And boy, Christian Christian Cole got the moving too. And they was some moving motherfuckers on them horses, man. They came this close to getting motherfucking me smoked. And thank the gods, motherfucking Christian Cole. Now he might be a fuck boy, but a dummy he is not. And his experience and speed definitely helped him in this part of the show. You know, he did say speed was his ally, and you know his ally came through for him, man. Because if he was a second, maybe 15 to 10 seconds late, man, you know he would have been real crispy cold. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of his you know his little small army of guys, if that's what you want to call it, in Hightower, they would have got burnt the fuck up, man. Especially um Hightower, because if I'm not mistaken, they were gonna go even further north to Ivy's End. So if they would have kept going along that trail in Ivy's End, man, Baela and Moon Dancer would have spotted them. And they would have got burnt the fuck up. They would have died. Um, but this was probably my favorite part of the episode because we finally got to see a little action, and we really got to see how fast and dangerous, you know what I'm saying, these moves is finna be for these knights, man, and these armies and these wars with these dragons, and we finna see how dangerous this shit finna get. What was your take when you seen Crispy, Cole, and Hightower running for dear life, trying to get to them trees, escaping Baela and Moon Dancer, bro?
Man, I was hoping so much Baylor was gonna catch up to them motherfuckers and burn their ass up. But they put a good scare into them, most definitely. It also showed Christian Cole's experience. There's not a lot of good times where we can say something good about Christian Cole, but in this instance, the motherfucker was on point and was able to recognize that, yo, shit, we in danger right now. We exposed. Shit, there's a dragon up in the motherfucking air. We need to stop motherfucking arguing about going to an end, because this motherfucking bougie ass Gawain Hightower want to go to an end, dog. And a good old Westerosian, you know what I mean? You're gonna have some good drink, some warm food, some decent food, some hot bread, and some good pussy. That's what Gawain want. And he testing your boy Christian Cole. See if he want to indulge himself and dirty his white cloak on some warm pussy at the Ivy Inn. Christian Cole wasn't falling for that shit though. You know what I mean? But that whole argument and Gawain's reluctance damn near got them both killed.
Yeah, man. I mean, they lucky. This was a, you know, this was, if this was boxing, man, that would have been a good pivot, a good counterpunch from Team Green, because they got the fuck out of sight. You know what I'm saying? Baylor couldn't see them no more. You know, they hid in the trees. I'm gonna be real, bro. If I was Baylor, I just would have started screaming Dakaris. I would have just burned some shit down just cause you know what I'm saying. But you can see that she respects Rhaenyra. I think she respects Rhaenyra more than people give her credit for.
Yep. That wasn't her assignment. Yeah.
Yeah. She listened to what Rhaenyra said, and she goes back to Dragonstone to report what's going on. And she let her know, like, look, man, it's a half dozen knights. It's probably a scout team. They're making their way to the rivers. And now, once again, this is another build up for next week's episode. We gonna see what happened, and salute to Baela, man. Because she listened to Rhaenyra once again to not engage. Um, and now the Black Council is telling her like this is time for action, and we see one of the counselors even saying like, I gotta return to Rook's Rest to fortify my lands. And this is a spoiler alert for episode 4. We are gonna see some actions at Rook's Rest between Team Black and Team Green. We're gonna see some dancing of the dragons. We're gonna see Aegon. I mean not Aegon, but Aemon with Vagar, and we're gonna see a little bit of of uh of the Red Queen, Rhaenys's dragon. I want to say Meleys. Is that her dragon's name? I think Meleys is the red queen, the red dragon. We're gonna see some action between these two. And these are some OG dragons. This was a build up scene. This was a cliffhanger. Don't let this shit go over your head. And once again, Rhaenys is giving Rhaenyra that look, and she wants to try to stop this war before it happens, bro. She wanted to try to stop it before it happened. Or I don't think that it's nothing that could be done or said at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's too much blood that has been drawn. Luke is gone, Jaehaerys is gone. The twins are gone, blood and cheese is gone. It's been some bloodshed on both sides. So how did you feel about the build up? We got action coming on Rook's Rest. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling about this cliffhanger, man?
Well, that's another reason when I think back to the Black Council, the one homie, he want to get the dragons out because Rook's Rest is, I think he the lord he might be one of the lords of Rook's Rest, so that hits home to him.
Where's Rook Rest at right here? Let me see. Where's that at?
It's right across the water from Dragonstone.
Oh, damn sure lives. Yep.
So
Yep.
that's actually a spot that they'd be smart to take heed and secure.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, the build up has been the build up has been great. Like I said, it wasn't as great as the second episode, but this was needed for what we're gonna get in preparation for the Dance of the Dragons, for the coming, because they gave us a little taste of the ground war. We saw the outcome and the results between earlier on in the episode between the Blackwoods and the Brackens. Episode 4, we might see the results of when the dragons are put at war. In fact, we will see the results of that.
Yep. All right. Next scene we see Damon at Harrenhall. And he's having the we talked about this a little bit earlier, but I just want to reiterate what's going on and clarified. Harrenhall is spooky as shit. And we seeing the effects of this shit, bro, because Damon is I've never seen Damon in this state before. The nigga ain't been in Harrenhall a good 5 hours, bro, and the nigga's already having these spooky ass, crazy ass visions at this fucking tree, like he the 3-eyed raven or some shit like that. This Alicent bitch, she spooky as a motherfucker. And she straight up tell him, bro, like, you gonna die right here, man. You know what I'm saying? He seeing old Rhaenyra when she was younger. He seeing Jaharis getting his head sewed back on. This was a gruesome scene. And I think Damon is starting to feel some type of remorse for what happened to the prince. Because it's very foreshadowing, man. Because he was a prince. He's a prince too. He's not no fucking king. So to see you have blood on your hands for your what cousin, nephew, whatever you want to call him. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. And this vision he had, man. Don't be surprised, man. If you see more spooky shit at Harrenhall, I think they're gonna throw a lot of spooky shit into this Harrenhal situation. And we also see Rhaenyra talking to Mysaria about the movements of Queen Alicent, and you know Mysaria is trying to get her to kill Alicent, but you know Rhaenyra wants to speak with her, and she basically telling her like, "Look, man, killing her would be easier, but you know." Rhaenyra basically tell her like, "Look, man, if the war can be averted, it's my duty to avert it." And you know Rhaenyra feels like Alicent feels the same way, and now we finna see Alicent sneak into King's Landing. And Mysaria once again, man, she comes through in the clutch. Unlike the other Master of Whispers, she's actually good for something, because you see how even with Mysaria not being in King's Landing, you still see the power that she has in King's Landing. Even with her helping Rhaenyra, and she also helped Damon get Blood and Cheese to take the money and do what they did to Jaehaerys in King's Landing in the Red Keep, bro. Um, how did you feel about all that, man?
It was a risky plan that she proposed, but once again it shows the trust seemingly overnight that Rhaenyra was grown for Mysaria, her new master of whispers. But once again, she was able to infiltrate right into King's Landing. Clever idea, disguising yourself as a sept, which we all know watching the program, Alicent's a very religious person, or disguises herself as a religious person of the faith of the seven. That was one of the things that was noted out. Mysaria said, like, it's hard to catch Alicent outside like that. The only time she really come outside really is to go to Baelor's Sept, the great Sept of Baelor, where she does her religious rituals and whatnot. So that's why I said earlier that Mysaria was a good acquisition, because she paid dividends with that plan, and getting Rhaenyra inside of King's Landing safely to negotiate with her counterboss in Alicent.
Yeah. So So we see her actually sneak into King's Landing, dressed up as a nun, um, a serpent or whatever. What she was, bro?
I think accept.
A septant. And she makes it all the way to the church, and she talks with Allison, and she basically tells her, like what was the last words of my father, and it was a very very touching emotional scene, man. Shouts out to the actors, bro, who played this role, man. Because you actually see a lot of a lot of understanding between the two. Even because even though they not as close as they once was, man, they still had enough respect for one another to actually sit down and talk after everything that did happen. Um, and Rhaenyra want to know, like, what did my father say to you on his deathbed? Um, and Allison is telling her, like, look, man, he was a little fucked up. He was dying, what I'm saying, he was weak, but he did say Aegon's name. And it was very, very touching, man. Allison was crying, Rhaenyra was crying, and she said, like, yeah, man, he said that the prince that was promised, and when to reunite the realm. um and when she said that, like, the light bulb went off in Rhaenyra's heads. The prince that was promised, man, like, in Allison's mind, he's saying, like, oh, so the prince that was promised, Aegon, you must want him to be king. And that's how Allison took it and ran with it. But in actuality, the prince that was promised, that was the song of Fire and Ice, of Aegon the Conqueror having these visions and stuff about, you know uniting the realm to come together to fight against, the the um the White Walkers and the Night King and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He had a way bigger vision than anything, but anything outside of the Dance of the Dragons, or this person need to be king or that person need to be king. You know what I'm saying? He was Aegon the Conqueror was trying to bring Westeros and the Seven Kingdoms together to fight against a bigger threat. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Viserys explained to Rhaenyra. Um, and all they fucking had to do was light the motherfucking dagger that Aegon once had. And now Aegon the Conqueror had, but now Aegon has it for the Green Council. And if he put the motherfucker underneath fire, he would see what the song is on the motherfucking dagger. You know what I'm saying? But Aegon ain't gonna do that because he's stupid or whatever. So and Rhaenyra is like telling her, like, look, man, this shit could be rectified. You can go in there and fix this. And Allison is basically telling her, like, it's too late, man. But you could just tell on the look in Allison's face, like, damn, like, I made a mistake. I was wrong. Viserys, he didn't want Aegon to be king. He was talking about the Song of Fire and Ice. and it's unfortunate, bro. It's unfortunate that this had to happen. Um, but this goes to show, man, that when money and power and greed is involved, man, like your family, your closest ones to you, man, they'll fuck you over, bro. So a lot of people think that we watch this show just to see the dragons and the fighting and the blood and the glory and all that, bro. But it's a way much more deeper um dialogue when it comes to the Game of Thrones, bro, because you see just how fucked up people are, even in the House of the Dragon. I love House of the Dragon, bro, because it shows you how fucked up your own family could be towards you, man, to get they motives and their agendas and their narratives across. You know what I'm saying? So this show means way more than just dragons. Don't get me wrong, man. The dragons definitely put a exclamation point on the show, but it's not just about dragons, bro. It's about friendship. It's about family. It's about loyalty. It's about manipulation. It's about trust. It's about so many other different things than just dragons blowing fire and killing people, man. But this is the last scene of the show. We're gonna close it out on that one, man. Arthur, look, go on, give us your last take on the final scene of the show, man.
Yeah, it was a touching scene. It was a funny scene too, in the sense that it started off hostile.
Right.
Rhaenyra had to pull the blade on motherfucking Alicent.
Damn sure did, yup.
So at first they was bickering back and forth, like, yeah, you killed my baby. You know what I mean? But it got to a point where I think it lightened up. The conversation lightened up when Rhaenyra admitted, or Rhaenyra pretty much said, that wasn't on me. That wasn't. I didn't do that shit. I didn't order that. So then the conversation took another. It took another route where they started to talk some real shit about what Viserys actually did say. And not only that, Alicent actually admitted that she thought Rhaenyra would be a good queen. So it was a moment for, I think, both characters of understanding of what really happened. Alicent, I think, is somewhat in the right by saying it's too late. Too much shit's gone on for them to turn back now. You got two babies that been chopped. One got his head chopped off, and one got chomped by a dragon. And now you got thousands upon thousands dead between House Blackwood and House Bracken. You got both councils, Council Black, Council Green, raring to go, ready to turn up on the dragons. You got ravens being sent all over Westeros, calling out on lords to get their houses together to go to war. So what does Rhaenyra expect Alicent to do? To go back to King Aegon and say, you know what? Yeah, I misheard wrong. I didn't hear your daddy right. Rhaenyra is actually the true queen. How Aegon gonna take that in his crazy ass? He gonna use that Valerian sword he been itching to using on probably Alicent. They ain't gonna go over well. So she know what's up. The maybe the Alicent of old when she was younger and more innocent would have been on that type of time. But Alicent on demon time now. Alicent is fully been institutionalized by the high tower philosophy, and is a full player in this Game of Thrones as a politician and a strategist. So yeah, it's too late to go back now. And now Rhaenyra knows that. Cool on her for putting that last ditch effort. You know what I mean? To slip in King's Landing and speak to her counter boss. But now we gonna see these dragons dance.
And let me put some paint where it ain't. Spoiler alert is in full effect for episode 4. I'm telling y'all, I'm not gonna give y'all the full description of episode 4, man. But I'm telling y'all, my brother asked me earlier, man, when is Cisco gonna come out, man? You know what I'm saying? And he talking about the dragons. I'm telling y'all, next week, episode 4, you're gonna see some dancing of the dragons. Now, I don't know if they gonna do it how it was done in the books, but let me just say this: you're gonna see some fire, you're gonna see Vhagar, and you're gonna see the Red Queen Melees. I don't know who survives this. I don't know who dies. I kind of got a feeling of who might die. I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah, I'm not gonna put too much spoiler alert out there. But like all fella said, and he ended his segment perfect because you about to see the dance of the dragons, bro. This was a cliff. This episode was all cliffhanging to me, bro. From Darren, from Damon going to Harrenhall, from Sir Crispin Cole, damn it getting burnt. Aiming, you know, feeling some type of way about his brother steady fucking with him and bullying him and embarrassing him, even when they grown men. Jace being impatient with Rhaenyra. It's sea smoke. The dragon sea off like Rhaenys and Cornelius talking about an era. Like it's so many different cliffhangers, man. But I'm telling y'all right now, man, we gonna see some dancing of the dragons. We gonna see some battles. You gonna see these dragons be brought out, and it's gonna get bloody. It's gonna get messy. Bodies is finna start falling. We finna see Vhagar. We finna see Sunfire. We finna see Aegon, Aemon. We finna see everybody. Everybody finna spring into action at Red Rook, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who makes it back from Red Rook, but it's going down next week. We 4 episodes in already. Finna be 4 episodes in, man. We seen the effects of Luke dying. We seen the effects of Jaehaerys dying. So it's only gonna get worse, man. And you're gonna probably see some of your favorite characters get killed. I'm gonna just say that. Probably gonna see one of your favorite characters get killed next week. So don't be surprised, you know what I'm saying, when we come back next week and talk about it. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be some slow singing and dragon bringing. I'm just telling you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wanted the dragons to be brought out. God damn it, you got it. And on that note, we're gonna get up out of here, man. You got anything you want to say, Nick? Say before we get out of here for next week's episode, bro?
Nah, we good. Looking forward next week, next Monday. You know what I mean? Y'all know what it is. 503 Line and the R fella. usual suspect recaps, the House of the Dragons.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. On that note, man, this has been another usual suspect perspective. H-Town, hard hitter. You know what I'm saying? The odd fella, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We had some strong numbers on Twitter. We had damn near 40, 50 people up in here listening to us, man. I appreciate everybody that listened on Twitter, on YouTube, man. Y'all come back next week, man. Same time, same place. Y'all know where we gonna be at, man. It's your boy 5039. I appreciate my brother R fella. I know it's late over there in Canada. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got to get up out of here and get ready for the next day. We'll be back, man. We'll be back, man. Much love to everybody that watch House of Dragon, Game of Thrones, man. We up out of here though. Deuces.